Ecology 101.
Good morning, students. Welcome to school. Remember, the thought of the day is...
You're off to something. Is it revenge? Money? Or is it something else?
Hey, welcome to Ecology 101, the study of the nerd and geek in their natural habitat. I'm Gary.
It's Rudy.
John.
And we are the Knights Who Say...
Neek!
That's right, Neek. Good job. Hey, today
Thanks.
Good job, everybody. All right. So today we're going to be looking at...
He's infusing us with positive energy.
Exactly.
A long time ago in a galaxy far, far away.
We learned about a guy named...
Han
Did you say Han Solo or Han Solo? That's a whole
Han
other-
Solo.
Well, it's a potato or potato.
If it's Lando, then it's Han.
Han. Exactly. Han. So...
If it's Lando, it's Colt 45.
That's what I'm talking about.
Smooth.
How are you doing, Princess Leia?
Exactly.
Oh my. Oh wait, no, that's Sulu.
Oh my.
No,
Mr. Suda.
yeah. Sulu's like, oh my. But Lando is, hello, what have we here?
What have we here?
Everything you've heard about me is true.
It's like, easy, weirdo. That's my girl.
Oh my gosh. It's so much stuff with Solo coming down the pike here, man. A lot of talk going on, a lot of predictions.
Is it down the pike or down the pipe? I've never known.
It's the pike, the Jersey pike. You down the pike.
What's a pike?
It does have a pipe though.
Wait, no. If it's baseball, it's down the pipe.
You can't even say pipe dreams anymore because that means something else now.
Well, totally, yeah.
Wow.
It always meant the same thing, Ron.
So
That never changed.
the information's coming to you
I could tell
at a
you.
steady stream.
Ron, so what I told you was true from a certain point of view.
There you go. So we're saying the Star Wars theme. That's
You
awesome.
see what I did there, guys?
Nice. Pull it together, man. So we're talking about Solo and things that we want to see in it. We are going to do a review of Solo for 412. So today, and this is going to hopefully come out right the day before it comes out. My daughter's so excited about it. She's planning her birthday around this to go see it. So I've created a Star Wars fan. Almost
It's coming out this week, right?
The 25th.
Today's the 15th.
It's coming out the 25th.
Next
10 days.
25th.
Yeah,
Okay.
when this comes out, though, we're going to try to drop it probably right the day before, Thursday before. So we're going to, I don't know, we can make some predictions or what we want to see,
Are you
right?
guys going to be doing Infinity Wars?
That's-
That's next today?
Yeah, coming up. Yes, you didn't hear that.
Yeah, we're
part,
going to do that. We're going to do that. Yeah.
Next, yeah. So with Solo, I will tell you right now, I'm already excited about the Millennium Falcon. I want to hear about that. Have you seen the design? I mean, I've already said this before. I love ships. If I lost all my characters and had like the Star Wars ships, I'd be happy because I like ships more than that's what I hang on to. But the Millennium Falcon has always been just interesting to me. The design.
You
and-
materialistic
You know-
pig.
I am.
I
like
always
ships.
think about the Millennium Falcon as probably one of the hardest ships to pilot and navigate
Yeah.
because of where the cockpit is. Because
Watch out, Ray flew
you
it.
always see you always see it spin around and everything. But if you're in that cockpit and it's spinning on its center axis, that cockpit's like spinning all the way around with you.
Yeah.
So instead of just being in the center axis and you're just kind of rotating on it,
Right.
You're in like this crazy Ferris wheel.
Have you
That's
seen?
how that works?
Have you seen the B wings?
Yeah.
You know the B-wings work,
Well,
right?
the B-wings rotate itself. The B-wings have rotating cockpits.
But that's how it's supposed to be. That's how originally they were supposed to design the Falcon. The cockpit was supposed to stay in one spot and the body would move like a B-wing.
Originally meaning like Ralph McQuarrie designs.
Yeah, and I don't know if this is in the movie it's brought up, but someone has said that maybe this is where it got damaged. I don't know. Maybe it's how it was.
Class 1 nerds.
Today.
Class 1 nerds.
Oh, we'll talk about that
That's
too.
Class 1 nerds right here next to me, people.
So I think the design in this movie takes a lot from the Ralph McQuarrie design, where it has the centerpiece in there, and I think they'll explain it in the movie where
It is a
it's
ship.
I think it's because in the Millennium Falcon that we know has that fork in the front.
Right.
And it's got that little spacing
A
in
loading
it.
dock,
Well,
yeah.
now it's a full piece.
You know how they do those shirts with the breakdown of
Yeah.
the ships? That would be cool if they had a breakdown of how it was
They
put
probably
together.
will.
They do. That's and I think we talked about it too. That's the great thing about the Star Wars universe is that they're so very detailed into what each button is on the uniform and what they mean, and
Holy cow.
and all the ships have their own specific piece and their functions and operating systems and all that. So I'm pretty sure.
Exactly. That is a whole different level Star Wars fan.
Yeah, this is all John's input for this whole episode is just making sound effects.
He's a level 5, just so you know, people. We'll talk about the leveling system on another episode.
And I love Star Wars, but I never got.
Oh, no.
I
And you
didn't
know
worry
what?
about all the cockpits over there, and they're
This-
gonna spin around. I was like, "Woo! The ship's flying!"
Right.
Yeah, John's
exactly.
John's the only one that'll call us nerds.
Right.
He's like, what was the jock from Revenge of the Nerds?
You're talking about Ogre. Yeah.
John's just sitting here, just fuming, and all of a sudden he's just gonna belt it out.
Wow, the nerd calls a nerd. Watch out.
That's true, but I'm just class 5, so I'm
That's
at the
all right.
bottom.
It's all good.
Yeah,
That depends how you look at it.
So it has the original, kind of a original ass design of the Millennium Falcon, and I think we'll get some kind of backstory.
Oh, yeah.
I think what's nice is that they're kind of treating the Millennium Falcon as a separate character. The
It is.
Millennium Falcon
It is its own character.
It has its own character. It's
got its own theme song.
About that one too. Didn't you write about the Millennium Falcon?
I did.
He did.
I love that
They
ship.
hate that ship.
They hate that ship.
That's
Yep.
right.
Yes.
And, it's the only...
I gave him the title, by the way.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, blew that chip out of the sky. What do you say? But I hate that chip.
Blow that piece of junk out of
The pizza junk out of the sky. Thanks, Kylo Ren. But the thing is, that is the only ship, I think, that has his own theme song, right? And that's it. But no other ship has it. All the characters have it. So I always joke around that it's got its. I think Han Solo might have said, maybe the Force is the one thing I believe, the Force around the ship, because that thing should not be where it is today.
Yeah.
It's been through a lot of junk, and it's done a lot of damage to the Empire. So it's like, it still is, right?
So going back to Han,
Yep.
or the Solo movie, I think it takes place between Revenge of the Sith and A New Hope. So we kind of get that gap storyline,
Right. Supposed
Yeah,
to
I
be a
think
lot
that's what they're gonna do, right? They're trying to bring in who is Han Solo that you see in Star Wars.
Yeah, how do you get to this point?
How did he get to that point? How did
Yeah,
he become
I-
a smuggler? Because we get a little piece of his history there that he used to be part of the Empire, right?
Yeah, he was in the academy. That's how
Mm-hmm.
he learned to fly as a kid, and he wanted to be an Imperial pilot.
He had a mind of his own.
And then was in the academy, but he got kicked out.
Yeah.
I was kicked out of the flight academy for having a mind of my own.
We kind of knew that from, I think, the Han Solo comic books and
Yeah.
kind of the backstory that
Right.
we've had with him. I know there's a lot of new characters in there too, which will be interesting.
Yeah.
Kind of throwing into that canon because all those great novels are not.
What do you
are
guys
not
think of
canon
this?
anymore.
What do you guys think of this kid
Guy?
who's playing him?
Aaron Allen.
I don't even know.
Right. Right?
It's
Right?
Flockenstein.
No, right.
I don't know.
Anyways,
He's
done some other great parts
of
over it, too.
I think the look is down.
Yeah.
I heard some stories about the acting.
I've been running scams on the street since I was 10.
You always hear stories from the movie sets and who's not getting along with what. And we know that the original directors got fired.
right.
They were probably about 70% complete with principal photography, and they got canned because I think they were kind of trying to make it a little more lighter than what Disney had wanted. I think
gotcha.
they were trying to go for more
Spoofish, yes.
improvised script and kind of close to like Guardians of the Galaxy type humor, which
got it.
Disney wasn't really about it, especially with the Star Wars type movie.
Yeah, because that doesn't. I mean, there's humor in Star Wars. I thought Harrison Ford Han Solo was funny. At least in Star Wars, I thought he was a crack up.
Yeah,
but
like the humor.
But you don't want the humor from
Constant.
Yeah, from the Guardians of the Galaxy and the Marvels. In that, I
Kind of
think.
its
No
own
one
distinct
cracks
thing.
up in a Star Wars movie. They're like these bits and pieces, like who are you calling scruffy looking?
Yeah.
like that's probably about like the
Give a
only
grin.
bit of humor that you get is like
Right.
scruffy.
No, but I like when he was like, "She's rich," and he looks over.
Yeah,
I was like, "Oh,
You don't always have to
Yeah,
have
yeah,
it.
just
Come
that,
back.
that kind
that
of
subtle real
that's
life
subtle.
humor.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
That's what they have with Star
Yeah.
Wars.
So they got rid of the directors and got in good old Ron Howard to come in and close the
Could
deal.
go anywhere with that.
Yeah, it's a good
And
move.
Clint will be in there. You know that.
of course,
Clint's
If you
always
got-
in
if you
there.
got- If you got Ron, you got
That guy has
Clint.
no business being in there.
Yeah, and he's
That's his
probably
famous
playing like
line.
some alien, and they're like, "So what kind of you know what? We don't need makeup.
You just be yourself, Clint.
That's it.
Give him that gold star smile, and we'll be fine.
Do you remember the Star Trek episode he's in? Are you
No.
He's the one with he's like a baby, a bald baby.
Yeah, he's like
Gentleman.
the Tranya. Gentleman, yeah, that's right.
Gentleman, that
It's
was
been
good.
around for a while. There you go. One of the things they wanted to go for was with him. He and Lando was to go for the essence of. They didn't have to sound like him exactly, but to carry out he's believable. And what they've said so far is, they do seem to give their own. They aren't Harrison Ford. They're not Billy D. Williams, but they're bringing their own take to it, which is what happens in lots of stuff. Lots of characters, people try to do their own version of it.
I heard a story about you. I was wondering if it's true. Everything you've heard about me is true.
Not an imitation.
You want a Colt 45, baby?
Kid, you just gotta do what you gotta do. That's my what Harrison Ford.
That's Harrison
That's
Ford?
my Harrison Ford.
The tired and grumpy.
I'll be
kid.
Lando.
Just pick your paycheck and roll with. I don't know.
These sound bites. These guys.
Harrison knows what he's talking about, man. Listen to this man, Harrison.
It's
I
great.
wish they would have put me in more movies.
Well, now it's great. Lando, we're going to find out a lot of their relationship, how it started, and the Millennium Falcon. It's
Well, even in the trailers, you see them playing the game of Sabacc, and that's how we know.
That's how Lando lost
That's
Falcon,
how Lando
right?
lost the
Oh,
Falcon.
yeah.
So we'll get to see that and how that relationship is at the end, because you get that kind of weird introduction in Empire Strikes Back where Lando's
How dare you come-
he's like, how dare you come in here after what you pulled. That
So
kind
we
of
want to
deal.
find out what he pulled.
And Han's like he's not
we ended on good
complete
terms.
he's not completely into it, but he's like, okay, I might have did something,
Yeah.
kind of accept
My list of things.
So we'll kind of see, where he's at with where they're at in their relationship, and they have early reviews. We've got some positive reviews for this movie.
Oh, good.
And Donald Glover does a great job with Lando, from what we hear.
Yep.
And they're even trying to get a Lando movie
I could
Off
pull
the
that
ground.
off.
started,
Off
but
the ground, yeah.
yeah, I would like to see an Obi-Wan movie before I see.
I
a Lando
would too.
Movie.
And I've heard they talked to Ewan McGregor for that.
He's already said that he would
be-
love to.
he's
do
at
it.
in between
wants
age, too. He could
He
do
wants
it.
to do an old man Ben Kenobi
Or middle
movie.
age.
Middle-aged, yeah.
What's next, the burrito?
Right.
That would be great.
That's all subtext. Upside down. And on then.
I don't have the money on me.
And another thing I'd like to see that
Rock bar.
that's a trap.
That's a trap.
Admiral, we have enemy ships in Sector 47. It's a trap.
Give me some press. You know what? What I'm looking forward to, though, is I want to find out how Han and Chewie got together.
Yeah.
That's the biggest one, because this has been a friendship for,
Been through a lot of stuff.
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
Yep,
in
life and death.
In the old comic books, and there's some snippets in
a life
the
debt.
novels too.
It's a
where-
life debt or something, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah, it is a life debt. The Wookiees were enslaved by the Empire, and so they're the ones that were, some of them were working on the Death Star, some of them were working on ATs. Is that your stomach? They're
Nice try.
they're out in the Imperial Navy shipyards, building all this stuff because of they're strong and
Right.
they live a very long time apparently, and so
Chewbacca 200.
during the process of Han getting kicked out of the Imperial Navy, he rescues Chewie out of
Yeah.
slavery.
Well, Corellia
So that's
is a
how-
shipyard, and that's where it starts, I think, too.
He got himself a giant Yorkie.
What do you think? Well, what do you know?
Nice. But you know what? And then one of the things I want to look at is the theme between brothers. How they're so Chewbacca's relationship and Han Solo, Lando. Because there's different ways that people become brothers that aren't blood, but through struggles and battles and being able to stand side by side with each other no matter what. And I think it's gonna be good. So we're gonna get a lot more Chewbacca because I believe his wife's in it too.
Chewbacca's wife?
Yes, Mala.
We did see a second Wookiee in there, and they do like.
Did we
one of
not
those
watch the Star Wars
lovey
holiday special?
headbutts.
Oh,
That's
my
right.
God.
Are we gonna watch the holiday special again? We're
Oh,
gonna
please.
do it
That-
again.
do we
and
have
that's
to?
how- Yes, it'll be tradition every year.
No.
I will leave this group if we don't do holiday special every year.
Grandpa watching that interesting movie.
Oh, that was a good movie.
We didn't actually watch it. We scanned and like, okay, I got that.
Yeah, it was like the first 5 minutes. We're like, know what? We could skip a lot of this.
You can say in the Boba Fett part. That's pretty cool.
And the dream sequence. The dream sequence got really weird.
Yeah, exactly.
That whole movie was really weird. What are you guys talking
Other than that, it was
You're
great.
We'll see what
You
survives.
act like
from
there
all
was
that.
good parts
It was
to
a
that show.
cinematic masterpiece.
Cartoon is interesting.
Another note that I want to throw in. Sorry, Gary, but
yeah. So I'm taking notes.
I think what Rogue One did really well is the connection, and going from the end of Rogue One and connecting right into Leia's ship and the whole, doing the Death Star plans and everything.
Your Highness, the transmission we received. What is it they've sent us?
Hope.
I really hope that that at the end of this Han movie that he walks into the cantina and
Oh yeah.
and then Chewie walks off and we see kind of like a the like Luke Skywalker's back of his head or something.
That'd be awesome.
Like going into that
that
Mos Eisley
close.
cantina and they're like, okay, so that connects us from to A New Hope.
Yeah, but is he old enough? You think they're going to be able to put that into a movie? Is he going to be old enough to do that? Because he's still like kind of like a
10 years,
kid, right?
Supposed to be 10 years before Star Wars.
He's not like a 10-year-old kid.
No, I said he said 10, and I said
he's a lot younger, though.
he's a lot younger.
He's supposed to be in his 20s, but Han
just
is in
remember,
his
just
30s.
remember, Harrison Ford was 25 when he did New Hope.
Really?
So it's about that age, like a couple years younger.
Oh, okay. Well, maybe.
Yeah.
Huh. Interesting.
So we'll see.
'Cause
I
this is
hope
supposed
they
to
have
be-
that kind of transition.
But this is supposed to be 10 years before Star Wars,
It
isn't
is. Yeah.
I have no idea.
Well, that's what Gary
about,
said.
That's what they're saying. That's what they're saying about. So I don't know.
Yeah,
Who
you know
knows?
what? I watch Civil War movies where they take the whole Civil War and put it into one movie. It can happen.
it? I'm not saying
That
it,
covers like 6 years of war.
Of course, Jabba the Hutt.
I'm not saying
he
it
shows
can't.
up too.
What I'm saying is that he just seems a little even younger than Harrison Ford seemed when he was playing.
No, I think Harrison Ford was like super young, and this guy is about the same age too. I don't know. Who knows? We haven't
knows?
seen the movie.
Right, but I don't know. But like I said, I hope Jabba the Hutt will probably show up in some point here. And they're talking about Boba Fett possibly.
Really?
Or there's
There was a Mandalorian.
but very whole different design to it too.
Like a samurai design.
Samurai design. Yeah, there's people who study this. We have not sat and looked at all the trailers, but
Boba Fett though. But why? Why are they thinking Boba Fett?
Well, because he ties so well into the Han Solo story that they both worked for Jabba.
Oh, did they? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well,
And is that why
he's
Jabba hired him to go after him?
Right.
But I mean, he hired all kinds of bounty hunters to
Han,
get him.
Well, Han is his number one smuggler, and Boba is his number one bounty hunter.
Oh, okay.
So,
well, there you go. He's got his clientele. And the other thing is, they signed Rice Allen, whatever, to Han Solo for 3 movies. So who knows if he's in this one, the Boba Fett one, and the Lando one? Who knows, right? Who knows how they're all going to pull it all off too? So,
yeah.
But you know what? I hope there'll be some really good elements on it. They said already that Star Wars fans will be happy. There'll be a lot of things attributed to it. And who knows? But I don't know. I think there'll be some really good themes, especially with his mentor. Where that goes too. Is that going to be a good relationship? Is that going to be is he going to learn from him? Obviously something happens to him. So yeah. So yeah, with Woody, right? Woody Harrelson.
Yep.
Playing.
Good old
Oh,
Woody.
is he?
Yes. He's playing Beckett.
That guy's good at everything he does.
Yeah, I've seen him in like Planet of the Apes, a bunch of stuff. He's really kind of matured as an actor too. And
What you say, eventually you'd replace us. That's the law of nature.
Well, now Harrison Ford was.
oh, here we go. Which got 30,
It came out in '77,
right?
right? Mm-hmm. So he was 35.
I see.
Really?
Yes,
Wow.
he was born in 1942.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha.
And so how old is the actor that's playing him?
I don't know. He looks like he's
He's
in
in
his
20s.
20s.
No, okay.
Yeah, so it could very well be 10 years before Star Wars.
That's why I was thinking like he looked. I mean, he was young, but he looked older. I mean,
Yeah.
Luke looked young. I mean, Mark
Yeah.
Hamill looked.
Oh, he was pretty young.
Yeah, he was 1920. I
Yeah,
think.
exactly.
Yeah.
So,
But yeah.
but see, that's the other thing too. If they tie it right in, they can't do another. If it's successful, how are they going to do another? Or it's going to be hard to do another solo movie.
Well,
right?
if they leave a 10-year gap, they could probably drop in.
Well, that's what I'm
things at the
saying.
end.
I don't think they would be like a solo part 2.
They're
I think
talking
it's
if it
kind of
goes
a
well,
one-off.
but who knows?
I think only if it goes well will they do it.
Well,
Or maybe it'll be in something else.
there is there's a TV series that's coming out.
Yes.
And that's also within the same time frame of after Revenge of the Sith.
What?
A
Yeah.
TV series on what? What do you know? What channel it's coming on?
I don't know yet. It could be Disney has their own streaming service that's kind of looming.
I know.
I think coming out next year.
We're all kind of wow.
So we'll see how that goes. Because I know they previously had to deal with Netflix, but that kind of deteriorated once Netflix found out that Disney's kind of doing the same thing too. But I'm pretty sure that it's within the same time frame. And the guy that's he's in Solo. You guys know him, Jon Favreau.
Oh yeah,
he's the showrunner for that TV series. So I think it'll do well.
He directed Iron Man, and he's got a little
Iron Man 1 and 2.
Yes, and he was in both.
Yep, and he's playing a little creature, and it's supposed to really be fun.
You're
His
money,
voice.
man. You're so money. Don't worry, you're money, man. Swingers.
Oh wait, didn't he play Happy?
Swingers with Vince Vaughn.
You know what he did recently that I really and I could watch it. I could watch it over and over. Is the movie Chef. If you guys,
I haven't seen that.
You guys need to check it out. It's so good. It was.
Is it about eating?
He directed it. He started and directed it. He funded it.
Wow.
It didn't get any theater releases until I think it went through Sundance, and then it got picked up.
Wow.
So it was kind of his own like passion project.
Oh, cool.
Because he loves to cook
and he loves to eat. You can tell.
That yes, we all do. Well, I do, I guess.
We do.
But yeah, he's really into cooking. If you see him in like the talk shows, he's like kind of like a pit master ish.
Oh wow.
And so it was a real passion project for him. And
awesome.
And he brings in Scarlett Johansson, which gets in on most of his movies because she was in.
She's a great character too.
Yeah, brought her in for the Marvel universe, and then Jungle Book 2.
Really?
Yeah.
Jungle Book 2?
It's no. TOO.
Oh. Okay.
Comma. See, yeah, like your little line with the comma. With the comma in there.
I got Jeremy watching Avengers this morning.
Fine.
And he was just kind of going, and then Scarlett Johansson was on. He's like,
wait a minute.
Nice.
Already?
Jeremy's come along. He's come from Disney movies, and now he's getting the big boy stuff. There you go. So nice.
Yeah, so he's the showrunner for that show. So I don't think it'll come out for.
So
like
what's Chef
year.
about?
No, I said, you know, it's interesting. We got some people popping in. Maybe we can see what they want to think about.
What's
this
Chef about, though? Is it
cooking?
He's
just cooking?
Yeah, he's a famous gourmet chef, Michelin star chef, and he kind of gets a fall from grace, you know, on his own doing, kind of his ego, you know, and then he starts from the bottom again, and he does like a taco truck.
Oh, okay.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
And they travel across the country, and there's a relationship with his son because he's divorced, and so he doesn't have a whole lot of time with his son because of his career. So they go on, you know, this road trip together
they
and
bond.
Okay,
cool.
It's a great movie. You guys need to watch it.
That's
I know
good.
It's not, you know,
some of the
superhero
best
stuff,
movies are
but
those little
it's a good
indie
movie.
movies, you know. So I think
It's great.
awesome. Gotcha.
John Leguizamo's in it too.
Is he?
Yeah, he's his sous chef.
I'm wondering, in the food truck scenes, is that real food that you guys are making during those sequences?
Dude, Jon Favreau does not play. I went to restaurant school for a month, then I trained a couple more times with Roy Choi in L.A. in his restaurants. And so he wanted to prepare real food. We all had to have real skills. And it was top quality food, totally edible and sustainable. We give it away at the end of to the extras or to I gained 20 pounds. John obviously gained weight for the movie.
Right.
He sacrificed
He's method.
Awesome.
You know, there's some really great actors who they just kind of come up out of the whole thing, and they're some of the best actors. They don't have to be the name line people, but it's what you do with it, man. I think it's awesome. It's really cool. So
is there anything else from Solo that you guys?
So there is someone else in Solo. Forgot to tell you. John Benamy, who's the guy who played Vision?
Oh, Paul Bettany.
Paul Bettany.
Worked with the same group of people for that many years. It's been a real privilege, and we're a family.
It's gonna be interesting to see his character in there too, because normally Star Wars has people who are no name, right? And they're starting to drop people in, so it'll be interesting how,
what is he
gonna
supposed to be playing?
He's the villain in the story. He's like a mob boss. Interesting story with.
But he's not Empty's Nest though, right? We don't know who that is.
We don't know who that is.
No, I think it's female though. I'm guessing.
Interesting story with Paul Bettany is that he wasn't originally cast for that role. It was somebody else.
Yeah.
But when Ron Howard came in and started doing the reshoots, that original actor wasn't available.
Oh.
So they hired. It's that. close circle of Disney, casting. So
right.
So they
Who's here today?
So they brought in So they brought in Paul Bettany. He reshot all the scenes plus the reshoots.
Awesome.
And
he's a good actor. I like him.
Very good.
We'll never know who originally did that character, I guess.
Oh, hey, you know what? We've been forgetting to do our little trivia thing.
What's that?
I have one. If you want to, we're talking about. Okay. Did you know that when they shot Back to the Future, it was not Michael J. Fox?
Who was it?
No, it was somebody else.
But
Eric Stoltz.
Here's what's interesting about them. They used some of the same. Instead of reshooting the scenes, they basically put Michael J. Fox in, like when he's looking around his dad, like past him. They took out that guy and put Michael J. Fox.
That's Stoltz's.
Yeah, so they used a lot of they just dropped Michael J. Fox in a lot of those parts they didn't.
Yeah,
reshoot.
I knew he was he wasn't the first choice, but I didn't think that they were they've done a lot of filming.
They've done a lot of filming.
That's
because the mom and dad in the future recommended him because that was her boyfriend in the previous movie.
Oh.
Who was her boyfriend? Stoltz was?
That movie had so many problems. It did.
The
amazing it even came together, and then it's one of the. It's a great movie, very good. So, I know that's not Star Wars, but somehow it's tied in there. But it's sci-fi, so we're pulling up. But good. Hey, ladies, real quick, are you excited about watching Solo? Are you a Han Solo fan? No, Star Wars. Okay.
No.
We're just we're making predictions about it, so
they don't even want to talk to you, Gary.
That's okay. That's all right. They're like these crazy people in our garage.
Yeah. Wow. Who are these dudes? Why are you in here? And why are you talking into microphones?
Exactly. Well, you know what? So, I'm excited. I think it's going to be great. You know what? And the thing about it is, and it's so. What I like about this is, we don't all have to enjoy it to the same degree.
Why are you messing with the water, Gary?
I don't know. Anyways, we don't have to.
No touch, Gary. You want to touch everything.
You guys got your own waters. These are my waters.
Let me tell you something. This is why I put you in the middle, because he always wants to touch
stuff. I have
stuff.
not touched anybody.
Not today.
He already did. Once.
Did he touch you once?
Yes. Once.
Did he do that?
I gave him a blessing.
Yes.
It wasn't us. It's a slap to keep him awake. Okay. Anyways, so my point is.
The honesty's too much.
The honesty's too much.
It's the Italian in me. I got to. Anyways,
you're Italian?
I've got a whole lot of everything, man. So, anyways,
I got an Irish.
We got a.
Me too.
Man, our cat's coming
I'm
back.
Irish Italian. Kitty, kitty,
Cat,
kitty.
do you have a comment? He's just giving you a look like exactly.
He's been thinking the whole time he's been Italian.
No, he's like, who are these people in here?
Because
anyways,
his dad told him that his great grandfather was Luigi Marinara.
and he made spaghetti.
Yeah, he made spaghetti. That's right. And I lost my train of thought. But the point is, I like to look at the movies and the scenes in it. I think we were talking about even looking at some of the scenes that have some really good
dissecting them,
and that's I think that's what helps me get through movies. That a lot of them people said the big picture was kind of, but the little bits that in there they're hidden. I think it really really makes a movie. So that's what I look for, anyways. So.
You know what I look for?
What?
A good story.
Well, you gotta have a good story too. It's all the good parts.
You don't really have
when it all comes together. Hey, I love it when a plan comes together. You know,
when a plan
John
comes
Malkovich
together.
was a terrible story, but it was a great movie.
Was
it?
Being John Malkovich.
How was it a terrible story?
It was weird.
Was it?
It was weird.
Yeah. See.
Oh,
but
and I just want everybody to let everybody know that Ron here, or an engineer, he looks like John Malkovich.
Yeah, he is
with the non-weird version.
But he's not John Malkovich
less
weird.
creepy John Malkovich.
And John Milton, if you're watching our show, it's this is opinions, but it's okay.
When you're an actor, you
Who?
don't have to take everything.
John Malkovich.
You think John Malkovich is watching our show?
Oh yeah, John Malkovich.
Are you watching us right now, John?
Hey, he's in everywhere, right?
Yeah.
We're not inside his mind. No, this could be in his mind, and that'd be interesting.
That's true.
That's true. It could be possible. Well, we ready to call this a day here? Because I think we got some people
Sounds
rolling.
good.
All right.
Han Solo should be a good movie.
I think so too.
I hope so. I really do. I want it to be good.
Well, after your Jedi, you didn't enjoy Jedi so much, I hope you will.
So much?
Not so much.
Not so much. I didn't like.
Luigi Marinara.
That was very good. That the Luigi Marinara is good, but that show not so good.
All right. Well, 2 out of 3. I mean, I don't know how Ron was kind of in the middle of it, but
no, Ron was on my side, gentlemen.
With Jedi.
No, he just had questions.
No, Ron didn't like you guys.
All right.
Anyways, all right.
It was Ron. It was the Ron and John team on that one.
Okay, gotcha. Hey,
I'm gonna just go with that one. I don't care whether that's true or not.
It's all about your opinions, man. It's all so. Anyways, I thought I was wrap it up. I got that wrapping up the spaghetti.
Okay.
All right. Well, you know what? As far as I know, with all this, I am still Gary,
still Rudy,
and I'm still John.
And class is dismissed.
I got a really good feeling about this.
I guess we'll have to eat this boring oatmeal.
It's a trap!
Wow, Admiral Akbar! Wow, Admiral Akbar cereal!
Colorful marshmallows!
Imitation crab meat!
Your tongues can't repel flavor of that magnitude!
There's a prize in every box!
Admiral Akbar cereal! Now with brine shrimp!
Hey, we're Ecology 101. You can always find us on Podbean, which you can download for free on iTunes, Android, and the Google Store. Be sure to hit subscribe to stay up to date on all of our new episodes.
And if you want to learn more about God Among Geeks and what we do here, check us out on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. And you can also check out our blog at godamonggeeks316.com.
We also have an email, necology101@gmail.com, because we love to hear comments, because we are the Knights who say, Neek!